video chart presentation, NetList Inc. NetList is a NASDAQ Global Market stock, trading ticker NLST. I want to take a look at this as a one-year chart because the stock's been in a pretty serious downtrend throughout the better part of 2012, but it's bouncing off a level it's held as support dating all the way back to late last year. Now there is a bottom support at $1, but this $1.50 mark has held a few times in the past, and I want to pay attention to this now and see if it's going to continue the upward pressure. Overall, MACD still trending downward. Histogram bars are trending back towards zero. Looks like a bullish cross is coming of the 12 to the 26 EMA. MACD would be making a slightly higher low at that point. Down the road, I'd be looking for this trend line to be broken and see if this MACD is going to start to uptrend and continue to make higher lows. A lot of times on a second pinch, I will view that as the bottom being in, and I'd look for a strong reversal. But because of the fact that the PPO is actually making a lower low rather than a higher low, it does keep me at least somewhat alert. This stock might not have found a bottom yet at this point. But the PPO does look like it's changing course. The ADX is certainly in a very nice reversal position. ADX itself up near 50. It's getting pretty high. Looks like it's starting to flatten out. It's in a nice spot for a change of direction. Money flow index in oversold territory, rotating, making its turn upward. Accumulation distribution, again, making a lower low, but looks like it's trying to level itself out some. And that concept is reiterated by this shaken money flow, which is making some higher lows. While selling pressure is still outweighing buying pressure over the last 20 periods, it is equalizing as time goes on, and that's a positive thing to see in a potential reversal. CCI, short-term uptrend, making its way through negative 100. Again, bottom feeders use that as the buy point. Full stow, saying there's not much momentum in the play. In oversold territory, registering below 20, but just now starting to push its way back upward, giving hints that the slightest amount of momentum is coming back in. The tricks. Lagging indicator moves very slowly, not getting much at all at this point. Just have to look for some rotation in the chart down the road. RSIs, they're a gauge of momentum, making it move upward, breaking through 30, coming out of oversold territory. Pretty nice day yesterday, up 5%. 145,000 shares traded. That's a little bit low volume, but I like the idea that it's holding a base, and 3 out of the last 4 days, the stock has closed green. What I'm referencing with that support level is if you look back here in the long term, see a bounce off about the 150 mark, 150, 150. It was definitely a little breakout point for it late in October last year before a massive move. And I'd look for it to continue to try and hold that $1.50 mark. Even though it has thrown a couple dips in there, that would be the strong point that I'd want to see hold. The downside's pretty heavy because if it can't hold, the idea of it coming back down near this $1 mark would be the next level I'd be looking for some support. Now to the upside, in the near term, see a little bit of resistance right there around $1.65. You can see historically it was a little bit of resistance as well. Around $1.90 would be the next spot I'd be looking for resistance. That's still a pretty nice upside of almost 20% from where it is closing at $1.60 on Thursday. It's a lower volume play in general. See 145,000 shares is about average for it for the last few months. But if a play like this can get some volume into it, as demonstrated through days like right through here, it can move pretty quickly. And that's the type of thing I'd be looking for to bounce off the support level, is for a spike in volume and to see how the stock reacts if it can go up and push near that $1.90 mark. Beyond that, I pull in the dynamic resistance, that 50-day moving average. That does coincide with a little bit of static resistance as well, being that that was an old support level. And after that, I'd move up around 260. But again, I'm not really too concerned with any of that at this moment. I'm always looking at the initial resistance points and to see if this chart's going to continue to show a shift in overall trend and identify this as a bottom in the play. Interesting looking chart. One I think worth keeping an eye on in the future to see how it performs. But as always, merely my interpretation of the NLST chart. Thank you for watching and trade smart.